So anyway, I am Jory Gelnet and I am president of the PTSA. Last time I can say that. At any rate, okay. The rest of our board members. All right, Vivek.
I am Vivek Baraya, and I'm VP of Fund.
Terry Rior, Secretary.
Who's next? Pramila?
Pramila Gururaj, I'm the Communications Director.
Is Tarun on here?
Hi, this is Tappy. I'm the treasurer.
Okay, I don't see Tarun just yet, but anyway, hopefully when Tarun gets here, he can introduce himself. So anyway, if you're just coming in now, if you can put your name into the chat, that would be great. So we can take attendance because we are going to have a vote tonight. So we will need that for attendance. And next we will do is the approval of the agenda. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen just and show you what the agenda is. And then you guys can look at it and then we will do the approval. So. All right, so the agenda is pretty straightforward. We're going to go through. Oh, here comes Tarun. We'll do approve the minutes. We'll have our Academies of Loudoun report from Dr. Pretty. And then we'll do the senior scholarship raffle then. And since I know a lot of these seniors will be here and then we'll probably leave. And then, although you're welcome to stay, then we'll do the election of officers, our chairperson reports, our elected officer reports, any new business, upcoming events that we have, adjourn, and then we're peace out. So anyway, that is the agenda. So is there a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, and then so the agenda will stand approved, and so there will not be any changes or deletions made going forward. All right, approval of minutes from April 8th. Ferry.
Excellent. The minutes for April 8th has been posted on a PT board on the photo and the doc. Are there any correction to the minutes? If there are no correction, can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion.
Second.
I second.
Thank you. Minutes are approved as read and corrected.
Awesome, thank you. And okay, on to our Academies Loudoun report. Dr. Pretty.
All right, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. I guess I'll start with this last PTSA meeting by saying what a year. It has certainly been something that will go down in the history books. But even though we could make a list of all the things that have been challenges, I would like to celebrate all the things that have been positives. We've seen some really outstanding student awards come in recently, and I know we're going to recognize some seniors tonight in our senior spotlight. As we coast toward the end of the year, we are preparing for our senior celebration, which is Monday, June 7th.
We're gonna mute. Okay. Sorry, Dr. Pretty. We're unmuting people.
That's okay. It's all in the nature of virtual meetings, right? I always forget to unmute myself first thing in the morning. It's just something that I've come to accept with the strangeness of this year. So we are preparing for our senior celebration, which is going to be a virtual event on Monday, June 7th at 7 p.m. We will have a Facebook watch party. So please stay tuned and hopefully you can join us for that. We will be distributing our certificates of completion in school prior to that event. So everything is going well. I think that we are still coping and working on, really we have about 65% of our student population in the building right now for hybrid instruction, which is absolutely wonderful. As you all know, the Academy is we're about the application of learning. And so we are celebrating the opportunity to have our kids with us in person and doing, and I want to just take a second and acknowledge our teachers for everything that they've done this year. Concurrent teaching and supporting students that are in front of them with hybrid and online with distance learning is not easy. But I hope that you all join me in acknowledging the hard work of our teachers. Your efforts for Teacher Appreciation Week were very much noticed and appreciated. So that's about it on the school side. Thanks, Jory.
You're welcome. And actually, our senior spotlight is going to be on June 10th. So I don't know if all the admin are going to vacate right now, but the senior.
No, we are not. We're
Okay.
still here.
Okay, that's fine.
Sorry about that.
Not to disappoint you on that, but that's happening June 10th. Because that will be probably over an hour. But in our last meeting here, I did want to thank you, Dr. Pretty, for 3 years ago when you and I met and started. I know you didn't know me from a hole in the wall, and I came on a recommendation, and there was some tough stuff going on with trying to bring 3 programs under one school, and we did it. I really am very, very happy, and I hope you are, as to where we have come from when we started and how we've been able to support the school community and how robust this program has been. And for the new board, which I'll give them a charge a little bit, but to really take that on and carry it on, because I really do think that I'm just very proud of all of how our students engage and how we've been able to support the teachers and the clubs. And, anyway, I just wanted to thank you for that, because I know you've got a lot on your plate, and, just to have me asking questions, wondering if we can do this or that, or how we can do it. I greatly appreciate your responsiveness and just working with us and allowing us to be part of the school community. So
we appreciate everything you all have done. And Jory, we couldn't have done it without you and your team. So I appreciate you thanking me, but I just gotta say to everybody in this meeting, Jory and her team have been absolutely amazing. We are now the Academies of Loudoun. We are really seeing the fruition of building our community. And I just want to thank you and your team for everything you've done to support us in that. So I can't wait to meet the new board. But thank you, Jory, from the bottom of my heart.
yes, thank you.
Woohoo,
Thank you.
Jory.
So hopefully our paths will cross again at some point, but not too soon, because I got a lot on my plate. So anyway, but hopefully someday we'll do that. So anybody have any questions for Dr. Pretty while we have her? Let's see. Not that somebody's going to raise their hand or unmute or something, but.
So I just wanted to just ask, because there have been questions about the graduation from parents, if there is information that is being sent out to the parent community soon about the senior graduation plans. Because
Sure. So the information about graduation was sent out. I'm sorry. The information about graduation was sent out from the Public Information Office. For those of you that are curious, students graduate from their home high school. They do not graduate from the Academies of Loudoun. We are allowed to have a senior celebration. However, we do not fall under the governance of the exception that the governor made, because we are not a graduation. So we are not able to have an in-person ceremony this year, which is why our event is virtual on June 7th at 7 p.m. And all of this information has been sent out from the Public Information Office and is posted on the LCPS website. I will be sending out school-based communication to just reiterate all of that. But it is an important point to note that students do not graduate from the Academies of Loudoun. So we are not allowed to have a separate graduation. However, every student in LCPS will attend their home high school graduation.
Thank you.
Jory, you're muted.
trying to prevent the feedback here, trying to make this work. Okay, sorry. Thank you, Ferry. Anybody else have questions or we're good? Okay. All right. We are, thank you, Dr. Pretty again, and your admin and your all your staff for everything. So, okay, next, our senior scholarship raffle. So how we are going to do this is, Ferry can go ahead, you can share your screen, and we have a wheel, which is a very cool wheel. And we've put all of the names of the people, and we did check this, who people who are definitely, we made sure everyone was a PTSA member.
You see it? Can you see it on the
Yeah,
screen?
yep, I can see it. So we made sure everybody was a PTSA member. We double checked that. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw 10 names, and those first 10 will be the ones that I will contact initially to see if you'll be able to accept it. We are then gonna draw 5 additional names. So in case for some reason the first 10, somebody has a full scholarship or they decide they don't need it or something, then we will be able to go to the next person on the list. So so just be patient with us in that. Even if you do make the top 15, the top 10 are the first ones that we will contact about getting the money to the university, college, or trade school that you will be going to. So as long as we're cool on that. All right, and so Ferry's gonna do this, and then I'm gonna write down the names as we go. So we're gonna do this as quickly as we can, but go ahead, Ferry.
Awesome. I just want to say that, yes, we have 69 of our students here, but please forgive me if I mispronounce your names. I apologize. If you are on the call, feel free to unmute and correct me if I mispronounce your name. And Jory, stop me at 10 because I may go on, and we're going to be giving all the monies out. So here we go.
I just want to say, this was, if anybody wants to know how to get members, this was the best way to get members, because our membership jumped up to like 547, and I just wanted 500 members to be happy. So this was a fabulous way to get members. So anyway, so thank you for being.
Our incoming board will be taking notes on that, Jory.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Here we go. Let's get started.
Here we go.
Our first winner. Congratulations to Kayla Grant.
Got it.
Perfect. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Chelsea Newman, congratulations.
Got it.
Did you get it? Okay.
Yep.
Liam Mullen, congratulations. Ishan Doma, congratulations.
So everybody, these will get $500 a scholarship, and we had some extra money, so we were happy to be able to give it to our seniors.
Congratulations, Alicia Francis.
Okay, we're at 5.
Perfect. Congratulations, Mikey Harrigan.
Okay. Okay, hold on that one.
So congratulations, Harishkesh Ratanakaram. Hopefully I said it right. And if I didn't, I apologize.
Okay, I think I got it. Okay.
Rishikesh Ratnakaran.
Thank you, Pramila. I was waiting for you to help me out on that. Congratulations, Robert Statsman, I think.
Oh, he just picked up a sign
Eat 'em.
at my house.
He's here. Thank you.
Okay. And if they're not here, they can still win, but.
Absolutely.
Oh, Noah.
Congratulations, Noah.
Okay, this is the last one. This is number 10, and then we'll do 5 more.
So remember, the 5 more are the alternate ones.
Yes, right.
Antonio, that's our next runner-up.
No, so that's 10. So that was 10.
Oh,
Okay.
this was 10.
That
Okay.
was 10. Yep.
So you got 10 now. Okay,
I got
perfect.
10. Yep. Okay.
So we have
now
5 more
that's
to go.
5. So congratulations if you're on this call. Congratulations to the top 10. I hope we'll be in touch. So look for an email.
Antoinette.
Antoinette. Okay. I'll have to figure that one out. All right. Okay.
Millie.
Really? Okay.
Sarita.
Hang on 1 second. So it's a D-U-V-V-A-P-U. Okay. Got
Perfect.
2 more.
2 more.
Yep.
Ian.
Ian. Okay. Rotor. Okay. Got it. And the last one.
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn Yee. Okay. All right. Well, that worked out well.
Excellent.
Okay. So thank you to everybody. We have the list here, and we will contact you and give you a time frame as to how, if you are still deciding. And then, then we'll go from there as to what information we need to send the money directly to the institution you will be at. So thank you, everybody. Yay. Good job. Good job. Okay, so seniors are welcome to stay, or you may leave and you may listen to the rest of this, because now we're going to do the elections. This is really going to get exciting. So, okay, next with our election, how we're going to do this is that we're going to have Ferry is going to read part of the bylaws in regards to the election, and then Lynn Tuttle is who's a nominations chair. She's going to read the slate. And then I am going to go through the names and see if anybody is going to run from the floor. And then if nobody runs from the floor, then we will actually do the election. And how we'll do this is that you can use your, because technically members, or the PTSA members, are the only ones to vote. But we can do a voice vote, since if there's only one person per position. So what I'd like you to do is use your reactions button, and under your reactions button, you can do a thumbs up. So if you can do that, then that would be great, because we really need just 10 for our for quorum to be able to do this. And then we can know who's a member and take care of all of that. So right now we have one person per position. So we will see if anybody runs from the floor. All right, Ferry, if you can start us off.
Great. So here we go. I am going to read Article 6, officers and their election. Section 1, the officers of this PTSA shall consist of 1 president, 2 vice president, a secretary, 1 treasurer, and communication director. Only members whose individual dues are paid to this local PTSA for the current fiscal year shall be eligible to hold office and to serve on the executive committee, executive board, standing or special committee, or to serve as a delegate or alternate to the council or district. Officers shall be elected by the following method. Officers shall be elected at the general meeting a general membership election meeting in the month of May. If there is more than one nominee for the office, then the voting shall be by ballot. A majority of the vote cast shall constitute which nominees are elected. However, if there is about one nominee for the office, election for that office may be by voice vote. If by the ballot vote, the secretary shall be responsible for destroying all the ballots at the end of the general membership election meeting. So I don't need to do that today. It's virtual.
Yep.
Officers except the treasurer shall assume their official duties immediately following the close of the meeting in the month of June. The treasurer shall assume his or her official duties upon the completion of auditing process outlined in these bylaws. Officers shall serve for a term of 1 year or until their successors are elected. No person shall hold more than one elected office at the time on this local unit board. No local unit officer shall serve more than 2 consecutive terms, not to exceed 4 years in the same office. Officers who have served in an office for more than one half of a full term shall be deemed to have served a full term in such an office.
Okay, thank you very
You're
much. Thank you. Okay, and Lynn.
All right, I now get to read to you the slate of candidates that have been put forward by the current board and through the nomination committee. So President Lynn Tuttle, that would be me. Vice President of Fundraising. And again, as Ferry said, if I do not pronounce your name correctly, feel free to unmute and pronounce it so I can learn how to pronounce it. Nell Janardhan. Did I do okay, Nell? Okay, I got a thumbs up. VP of Events, Madhuri Sosali. Okay, Treasurer, I'm just going to say Tappy since that's how you say it. And Secretary, again, as I did last month, I'm just going to go with Mr. T. Is that okay? Yep, excellent. And then Communications Director, Michelle Carey. And thanks everyone for putting forward your names and nomination.
Yes, we definitely greatly appreciate it because we needed people. So some of us weren't going to stay. So anyway, okay, so now we are going to do this. So I'm going to go through and see if there are any nominations for any of the positions. So Lynn Tuttle has been nominated for the office of president. Are there any further nominations? None? Okay, hearing none, the nominations are now closed for the office of president. All right, Nell Janardhan has been nominated for the office of VP of Fundraising. Are there further nominations? Okay, none. The nominations are now closed for the office of VP of Fundraising. Madhuri Sosal has been nominated for the office of VP of Events. Are there further nominations? Hearing none, the nominations are now closed for the office of VP of Events. Tappy Chakraborty has been nominated for the office of Treasurer. Are there any further nominations? None. The nominations are now closed for the office of Treasurer. All right, Mr. T has been nominated for the office of Secretary. Are there any further nominations? Hearing none, the nominations are now closed for the office of Secretary. And Michelle Carey has been nominated for the office of Communications Director. Are there any further nominations? Okay, none. Then the nominations are now closed for the office of Communications Director. Excellent. We don't have to do a formal election. Yes, thank you, everyone. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is read through, and then we will do your little voting thing with the reaction, and then we will clap, 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 and keep moving on. So, all right. So Lynn Tuttle has been nominated for president of the Academies Loudoun PTSA. All those in favor, raise your hand, your thumbs up, or you can do your thumbs up. That's fine. However. All right. Think we got that. Okay. All opposed? No. I don't even know if there's a thumbs down. Maybe there is. All right. I can't imagine. Okay. So all and the ayes have it. So Lynn Tuttle has been nominated, or has been elected president of the Academies Loudoun PTSA. And my
Thank you.
husband is doing a happy dance and throwing a party. Okay, all right. Thank you, Lynn.
Congratulations, Lynn.
Yes.
Thank you, Greg.
Nell Janardhan has been nominated as president. That's next now. Has been nominated as
Jory, really?
No,
VP of fundraising for the Academies Allowed in PTSA. All those in favor say, do your thumbs up. All right. And anybody opposed? Okay, the thumbs up have it. So Nell Janardhan has been elected as VP of fundraising. Welcome back, Nell. Welcome back. Welcome back. Nell and I served for, she was our
Thank you.
treasurer at one point. So
Thank you. Happy to be back.
good for you. All right. So Madhuri Sosal, a student actually, has been nominated as VP of events for the Academies Allowed in PTSA. All those in favor? Thumbs up. Anyone opposed? With the thumbs down. And Madhuri Sosal has been elected as VP of events for the Academies Allowed in PTSA.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Congratulations, Madhuri. And thank you, Tarun,
you.
for bring more student engagement to the board. That is amazing.
Yes, it's fabulous. It's been great. Great. When we'll talk about Turn in a little bit, but it's really been a positive in terms of our PTSA. Okay, Tappy Chakraborty has been nominated as treasurer of the Academies Allowed in PTSA. All those in favor? Thumbs up. Anyone opposed? Thumbs down or whichever. Okay, the ayes have it. The thumbs up have it. So Tappy Chakraborty has been re-elected as treasurer of the PTSA. She is the one who is returning. So she's got the info. Thanks, Tappy. All right, Mr. T has been nominated as secretary of the Academies Allowed in PTSA. All those in favor, raise your thumb. All right, and anyone opposed? All right, the thumbs up have it, and Mr. T has been elected as secretary of the Academies Allowed in PTSA.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Again, you're welcome.
Thank you.
It's great. We're having a teacher. Like, I rarely have ever had a teacher on board, so I think that's fabulous. So, well, we had Pramila. I'm sorry, Pramila, when you were on, but you came on before being a teacher. So, and Michelle Carey has been nominated as a communications director for the Academies Allowed in PTSA. All those in favor, thumbs up. All right, and anyone opposed? Okay, then Michelle Carey has been elected as communications director for the Academies Allowed in PTSA 2021-22 school year.
Congratulations.
Yay! Thank you.
Congrats, Michelle.
Thank you. And so with that, I will get with Lynn and we will talk about how we'll transition and do everything. We've been using a Google Drive, so it'll be fairly easy with that. But just a couple things that I just wanted in my parting wisdom, just wanted to say, you know, and I referenced this a little bit to the new board with Dr. Pretty, that, you know, we've come a long way from 3 years ago, from when we were a PTO and starting there and trying to bring everybody again under one roof, and then going to a PTSA and really embracing that, because that is hard a lot for high schools to do, to become the PTSA, to become a part of the PTA, but it has really benefited us and really engaged our school in lots of ways. You know, I really do, just in terms of thinking of this, is that, you know, the elementary schools as a PTA, you have all kinds of events and all kinds of things. You don't have that much as a high school, but what you do have, you should do well. And do well in terms of engaging and giving and serving with the school, because you do have these kids all over the county and families all over the county. So, you know, and obviously with the transition and the things that we've done, you know, it's my advice is, you don't need to reinvent the wheel, I don't think, with this. You can sharpen it, you can, you know, straighten it out a little bit and do all of that. But from the boards that we have had and the people, we really have established a lot of great things. And one of them, as an example, is today is with the yard signs that Nell is going to be taking over with the fundraising. I mean, there are 80 signs sitting in my living room, and that's just from our first go around here. I have another, I don't even know how many signs that are still coming. And so that is a great fundraiser for the school. And in terms of that for money, you know, so there are some of those things that we really just encourage you to, you know, hopefully stick with, because the school really embraced it, you know, and really keep, you know, including the students in the process. Tarun was fabulous. We had an excellent, you know, experience with having him on the board. I'm sure Medhuri will be the same. And so the students do, you know, want to be involved in that way. You know, you're not going to make everybody happy. And, you know, we know that from, we've been down that road. I mean, we've had in some instances with not agreeing on the board or how we were going to do some things, but at the end of the day, we all came together for that common cause. And just making sure that you're not going to make all the parents happy. We definitely have a unique set of parent group at our school. And, you know, and I didn't have a problem saying no to some of them in terms of some situations. And so just know that you're not going to make everybody happy, but just keep with that goal of what the PTA's mission is one voice for every child. And so just as long as you know where you stay in your lane of what the PTA does and does well, then you will, great, now I've got somebody is at my house who wants the sign. Okay, hang on 2 seconds. Anyway, that is just kind of my charge to all of you, is just to keep doing that. And thank you for serving the school. And thank you for putting your time in. And it's greatly appreciated. And there's a great retirement package at the end. So I'm just kidding. But anyway, so looks good on your resume. Go with that. Any rate. So that is what I have to say to our new board. So thank you very much for doing this, and keep moving forward.
Thank you, Jory. We will miss you.
Oh, well, thank you.
But you're not going anywhere.
Well, right now, in case anybody doesn't know, I am currently in charge of, I am now the interim district director for the Hunt District PTA, which is in charge of all of the PTAs. So I am not going far for another 2 weeks with any of that. So I am doing that. So the Hunt District said their congratulations also from the other hat I am wearing. Okay, anything else with the election and what we are doing? Okay. I am going to go talk to this gentleman who is looking for his sign that I thought I put on the porch. But if Pramila, you can take this and just go down some. I think Tarun is here. He can talk about the student challenge. I think Pallavi is here, and we can kind of go down, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Much deserved break for Jory. I know that she's looking forward to be, you know, looking at this from the outside, as I am too. We've been both here for 3 years and started the whole thing, and we, beyond what we did as a PTO or as a PTSA, we have a great friendship, the two of us, and I mean the rest of the board too, but we've been the two of us who've been there from the beginning up until now. So yeah, the next thing on our agenda is the event or chairperson reports, and Tarun will talk about the student challenge. Tarun?
Yeah, so for the student challenge, we have finished everything. Everyone has finished submitting all of their points. And right now we are working on emailing everyone and making sure that everyone gets their Amazon gift card. So if you redeemed everything, you would have gotten an email from me saying, hey, give me your email, make sure everything is good. So yeah, right now we're waiting for everyone's emails. And once we get everyone's emails, we will just send the gift cards as an Amazon gift card. That should be awesome. One more thing is that if anyone is interested, the ACL is hosting a hackathon, and I'll post this hackathon link in chat right there. And it is all online, May 29th to May 30th. And this is also a really big event that ACL is doing. It starts 9 a.m. ends 9 a.m. the next day. So it's a hackathon where students can go in, attend many workshops, and talk with mentors who know what they're doing. And in the end, after 24 hours, the students would have made a project with themselves or with a group of 4 people. So they have a project, and then they present that project to a panel of judges, and the judges will give feedback. And in the end, based on the judges' recommendations, they can win a big prize. So it's a really fun event. Everyone who attends gets a free T-shirt. That's always a good thing. So yeah, that's Academies Hacks. The link is in chat. We really recommend you guys all sign up. And if you are interested in sign up as soon as possible, because this website link has been sent to every school in the county. So if you want to get a spot, you sign up quickly. So that's that, yeah.
So Tarun, can you talk a little bit about the numbers you got with the student challenge?
We had a lot of people fill it out. We had over 1,000 different submissions, which is just insane. And we had so many people redeem points, and it was such a good event. Hopefully next year, this event continues and there are more events just like this.
I'm back, sorry. Everybody can see I'm wearing my pajama shorts. So there you go. All right. We are good. Okay, just remember with the signs, people, when you get them, make sure you take the sign that has the correct name on it. All right. Thank you, Tarun. I'm sure I will watch the video of your report. Also, I'm not sure, Tarun and I'm just going to share my screen for a second. Share. Where is he? There he is. There's Tarun, the volunteer of the year for the Hunt District, PTA 1 of 2. And then he will be, his name will be moved on to the state. And so he could be the volunteer of the year for the state of Virginia. So for the PTA. So at any rate, yes, you're welcome. It's well deserved, Tarun.
Well deserved, well deserved.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yes. And all that you have done for and these everything you've created, you know, I know Medhuri's probably like, oh my gosh, I got a lot, but anyway, it's you've been great, so well-deserved award for you.
I just want to say with Tarun, it's just been, I mean, none of us have ever seen him in person, like met him in person.
Nope.
But he showed up to every single meeting, hung out with us 40, 30, 40 old people. He was okay doing that. And also, up until now, we pull his leg, we joke around, whatever, but we've never heard from his parents. He just took it on, and we don't know who his parents are really. So it was just such a great thing that, he's taken ownership and he had that initiative, and I really love that in a student, and it's been great. It's been great working with Tarun.
Thank you.
Yeah. Maybe someday I will meet you in person, maybe because you did, order a sign. So maybe you can pick it up at the school in person and I can meet you.
Yeah, one day, hopefully.
So at any rate, so, all right. Next we have Pallavi. I believe she said she was, yep, she's here.
Good evening, everyone. How are you doing?
She is our staff appreciation chair, and she, along with her daughter, also the Muslim Student Association, her daughter Akshita, she had created a website also, which I think she learned from Tarun, with collecting all of the names and and nice notes to send to the teachers last week for Staff Appreciation Week. So I am just greatly appreciative of what you've done, Pallavi, this year, and the few things we were able to do, since obviously we couldn't do much in person, but we tried to honor our staff as best as possible. So not sure if you want to talk about what we gave to the staff last week, and then we can and then whatever else.
Yeah, we tried our best to get into our budget, and I hope every teachers, they liked it and they appreciated. I got few messages, which is really great. This is what we can do in this tight schedule, and keep the distance maintaining and keep everyone safe. That's what our motto was. Hopefully we will do something next year in person, but this is what we can do. Definitely my daughters, they help a lot. And Jory was there. I met her in person finally. That was great. So nice meeting you, Jory, there.
Yes,
And
you too.
yeah, Misty helped a lot, in all the events whenever needed. She was great. So Akshita is here. She did a good job with, yeah, she would like to say hello here. Here you go.
Hi,
Yeah.
so yeah, I can see them, Mom. Right. Hi, it's so nice to meet you guys.
Thank you, Akshita. Thank you for what you did. Did you want to talk about how many people like submitted notes or what you've done or?
Yeah, we had 2 to 3 people that were able to help from the Muslim Student Association. And so we got around 100 messages and we got about 60 in one day, which was huge. So sorting through all of those, yeah, it was a lot. And I saw it just made me really happy to see all the messages from the different parents and the different students going out to so many different teachers. And like, I thought this was a really nice way to just show appreciation for all they've done, because this is our first full year going through distance learning. So, I mean, we don't exactly get to see a lot of face-to-face interaction. So I thought sending little notes out to everybody would really make their day. So
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Great job, Rashida. It's a mother-daughter duet. I love that. It's always great. Great
Yeah.
job. Hats off to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yep. I just want her to help in Google Form, but she created entire website. And I said, that's great.
Yeah, hold on, I'm back. The original plan was actually to have a collage of the messages and just have them in like little pieces. So I put an option of like, if you want to make an art piece or something, you could do that. Unfortunately, we didn't really receive as many responses as we thought. And so the collages weren't able to be created, but seeing the messages anyways it was really nice to do. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was a great way, especially with using the Google form. And I think of a lot of the things that we've learned with this COVID is a lot of just using more technology and making it easier. And so that was great. So thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for your help.
All right, thank you. Anybody have any questions there? Okay. Okay, MSAC report. So I am going to read the MSAC report. Anjali, I don't think is here. Did she make it? I don't think she did. Okay, and then we also had Kashfi Ramani. So she is not here either, but they did share a report with me. So just bear with me here as I pull that up and I will read. It's the Minority Student Association and we have reps that the principal actually gets a notice and asks for reps from the PTA have parent group or that will go in and take notes and attend the meetings and then report back to the PTSA each month. And it's been great between SEAC and MSAC to have reps each month giving us reports. So that's been really helpful with bridging the gap between with what LCPS is doing with some of their groups and then what we're trying to do as a PTSA. So what she had talked about, their meeting in April was about belongingness. And the question was, what would you like your child's school to know about fostering belongingness? And they talked about teachers should find a balance between supporting students who need extra help and not traumatizing them. Mental well-being on the same level as scholastic achievement. Some ways of countering such an environment would be to recognize students' personal bests and highlight those achievements. Personal experiences shared by educators involve students in decision-making and improvement in the school. Teachers often discriminate subconsciously, and it is our responsibility to enforce belonging without singling them out. Make use of tools and research to understand psychology of students. Having a familiar surrounding makes way for feeling of safety, and symptoms of less connectedness are appearing across classrooms lately. So anyway, those were the notes from that meeting in April. And we will share those as part of our notes too when Ferry puts all of that together. So we will have that. Were there any questions there? Not that I can answer them, but SEAC, and also there was the SEAC report for the Special Education Advisory Committee. There wasn't one. Shanaz Khan, she said they didn't have a meeting, so she didn't have a report, but they both do have links and sites on the LCPS website. So you can go there and look for those committees there if you wanted to read more about what they did in their meetings and such. So
and I always also insert those links into meeting minutes. So in case you need a more detailed report of those, you can always have access to that easily through the link that I post on those.
Fabulous, thank you. So membership, so Lata, I don't believe she is here. She's our membership chair. So membership was a boom this month, as we talked about. We had 278 individuals or businesses, 203 students, and then 66 staff, making for about 547 students. So, I'm sorry, total membership. So that well exceeded our expectation, especially we knew it was going to be a hard year. And again, it did help. We had the student raffle, but you know, it's important that we just keep encouraging for students, especially to be part of the PTSA, you know, and just you have a vote that way. You can, you know, be involved and you could chair a committee. You could be part of any number of different things. So it is a great way to just be part of the bigger whole, especially working with adults, and you're just not working with your peers, but you know, and I think Tarun did say he thought that being on the PTSA was a big boost to him getting into Georgia Tech. So we will take that and run with it. Right, Tarun?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, good answer. All right, so so membership will close, actually membership ends June 30th, because that's when our fiscal year ends. And then people will need to become a new member starting on July 1. So just because you're a member now doesn't mean that you're a member on July 1. So that's the important thing. And also just because you have an account on PT board, which is where our one-stop shop, which is what Pramila will talk about, website, that does not mean that you are a PTSA member. So there you go, Michelle. That's for you to have to explain to the world about a million times. So that's what we just try to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. So any rate, any questions there for membership or with any of our chairs? And it's, I do thank all of our chairs, even though not everything got done this year. We couldn't have our used book sale. You know, there were a number of different things that we didn't end up doing, but I appreciate everyone jumping in and signing up and working the flowers and garden sale like they had. So that's a huge plus that our parent community still wants to be involved, even though their children are in high school. So, okay, let me see what is next on our agenda. So, sorry, I was looking up one thing here, and I did, honestly, I forgot one last thing. Mahima Pant has been our volunteer coordinator for 3 years, and she has been with us since I began on the board, and she's kind of that voice behind, or the person behind the screen. I've only met her once in 3 years, but she took care of any of our volunteer needs by putting stuff up on the website, and was truly great with that. So I'm not sure where her children are with staying at the academies, but keep her name, Lynn, because if she's around, use her. She's great. All right, that's it for our chair reports. Elected officer reports, that would be starting with us. Okay, so, and Dr. Pretty had mentioned this earlier. We are having this new, it's called our Senior Spotlight, and it's on June 10th at 7 o'clock. And it's Pramila actually had brought it up just as,
hello.
Okay, we're gonna mute. Hang on 2 seconds. Pramila, and we kind of hashed around the idea and had a Google Doc to see what we could do. And we kind of came up with this idea of asking the administration for 2 students from each program who really took advantage of what the academies had to offer and the holistic view of it, not the best and brightest and the superstars of the world, but the those who really took advantage of the makers space area, or those who took advantage with the clubs, or involved themselves in the PTA, or did these different things. So we are excited to have that. It will be on, again, on June 8th, 7 p.m. via Zoom. We'll advertise that more. We wanted to get through today's meeting first, and then we will, and I'll try to broadcast it live via Facebook once I figure that out. But the students from the Academies of Science program are Gitika, I think you're here, or Jita, sorry, I'm mispronouncing it, Kanchalara. And so would be doing this. Sudaharshan Tamavalis. So those are the two from AOS. Two from AOE or AET were Brian Minnick and Claire Rossi. And then two from MATA would be Danny Chaudhry and Millie Pandya. So again, we'll record it. I hope people can join us, because I think it'll be a great just to hear the perspective of these students and see what the advice they have, especially for incoming freshmen. And I think it'll be a great evening, and especially a lot of information for people to use in the future. So
name assist Geetika Kancharla and Sudarshan Atmavilas.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, yes. You'd think by now I could pronounce these names, but I can't.
This is
So,
bad. This is bad.
thank you. All right.
It needs a village.
All right. Yes, that's true. Very true. So, so that is that will be coming up with that. And other than that, I mean, we will have the rest of our reports from the rest of our board. Just a thank you to the board that I've even over the past 3 years, some of us have stayed the same, some of us have changed. But I thank you, for putting up with me. I'm not necessarily always the easiest person, because I'm kind of black and white and I don't have a lot of gray, and I follow the rules. And but it's been a pleasure, and I'm glad that I've made some very good friends from this board, people that we will continue to be friends for, after our term ends and everything. And, I hope our paths will cross again someday. I do have a 7th grader, and I do have an 11th grader, so I'll be a senior next year. So, so we'll see. But it's time I believe in change, and I believe in term limits. And so I am happy to hand this off to the next group. And I know they'll do great things. So thank you for everyone for that. So.
Thank you, Jory. Thank you so much for all the help, all the calls you answered, all the time you were there. I really appreciate all your help. Thank you.
You're welcome. I tried for the 7 years. I've always tried to use my knowledge because I've done this 4 years at the elementary school, now 3 years at the high school, of what I've learned, because the PTAs do train you very well. And so just using that knowledge to carry it on and give to other people is what, I want to be able to do. So you guys are well prepared to move and carry on. And so you don't have to worry about, the little things. You can get the info you need, and you can keep going. So. All right. Any other questions for me? Okay, Tarun, did you have anything else?
Yeah, again, so I sent out an email to everyone who has to redeem points for the point event. So again, reply to that email if you're doing that. And again, the hackathon, we sent the link before, and yeah.
Okay. And so you sent the email. I probably missed some of that for those who we need to send gift cards to. You're trying to confirm that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's one of the things of these gift cards that we're trying to deal with our Virginia PTA winners too. So
yeah, I'm trying to make it so that they don't give us their school emails, because like the chance that bounces back is just pretty high. So I'm like, give me your personal email so we can be safe.
Okay. All right, that's good to know. Thank you. And so I'm glad that because that's the hard part with using these with the Amazon gift cards, is I don't see if it bounced back. So great. All right. Thank you, Tarun. Okay, Vivek.
Hi, it was very nice serving on the board. We did a lot of SAT test. We have one going on right now. If anybody wants to sign up, thank you.
And our signs, we're going to talk about our sign. You me to give the
Yes,
info on the
yes.
signs? Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Give it the info on the signs.
Okay, because I've got that. I mean, the practice test he's talking about, I just want to make sure that it's a practice SAT, ACT, and it's open now until June 1st. You can sign up at any time, but when you sign up and then we have to forward your name to C2 Education. Once they send you your email, with your link, you have 48 hours to take it. Is that correct, Vivek?
Yes, I can explain that process.
Okay.
The way it works is you sign up anytime. Every Wednesday evening, I send the list of anybody who has signed up during that week to C2. C2 takes those number of people who have signed that week. They take their email and then they send out a code on your email, on your registered email with a code. You use that code, go to C2 site, you use that code and take the test within 48 hours of generating that code. That code is not for an infinite amount of length. It expires after 48 hours. So if you are not able to take the test, it becomes really a lot of work for C2 and for us to regenerate the code for you. So sign up from now to 6/6/1. But once you sign up, remember that you should watch for an email on that Friday of that week, and that Friday evening, also 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 10 o'clock, whatever, an email will come out. Watch for that email from C2 of Leesburg. That email will have a code. Use that code to sign up on the C2 website within 48 hours to take the test. Make sure that you take the test within 48 hours of that code being generated. So there's been a little bit of confusion there because some of the parents, actually a lot of parents in the first week did not take the test within 48 hours. And we have to regenerate code for a lot of parents, all the parents, we have to almost everybody. So just a reminder that that code is not of an infinite length. You have to take that test within 48 hours. Does that make sense? Thank you.
Yeah. If anybody has any questions on that, or you've signed up, you can, there's Vivek's email and Vivek can put it in the chat, or we have, it's on the website too. So it's in a number of different places. The main thing is try not to bother the main office with it, because the main office doesn't know. I mean, we try really hard not to involve the office as little as we can, because they don't work for us and we don't work for them. And so they've got plenty of other things to do. And so please don't bother them. Our information is on the website, the school website, and on our website, acl.ptboard.com. So, okay.
And just to let everybody know that I've been helping a lot of parents who did not take the test. I've been helping them regenerate their codes every week. But the best thing is you get the code, take the test. That's the right way to do it, so that we don't have to go through this infinite loop of some of the parents have generated code now for 4 times in a row and 4 weeks, and they have not taken the test. So there's work for C2, there's work for us in that case. Just take the test once you sign up.
Just to be clear, it's the students taking the test, not the parents.
Yes, not the parents. Yeah, we all will score no more than 900 if you take the test, right?
Yes. Some, maybe not all of us. Okay, so all right, thanks, Vivek. I'm going to talk about signs too. And if anybody has come on here recently and you haven't put your name in the chat, please do that so we can have a record of that for our attendance. Okay, so the signs. The first group of signs, when people ordered from April 1st to April 15th, that was our first set of signs. And then people started emailing us and asked that they missed it or whatever the case was. So we opened it back up. And so the second set of signs, that it was from, say, April 17th until whatever it was, May 3rd, I think, have not arrived yet. I have only emailed the people from the first set of signs. So the deal is that I've given people in that group, I've sent an email to, and if some of you may be on this call, I've emailed all of you, and I've given you my address where you can come pick it up in Northeast Leesburg. or we will have pickup times at the academies on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 3:30 to 5. And then after that, we may they may be at Vivek's house, or depending how many we have left. And with the second set comes in, we're going to have to do this again with pickup. But I wanted people to be able to get their signs because I know they've been waiting for them.
Just to let you know, Jory, the last November sign, the last sign was picked up this week.
Oh,
so we do see people, showing up after 2, 3.
Well, I'm hoping now that graduation is coming that people will get their sign before mid-June. So here's all the signs. Like I said, if you're coming to my home, as we just had this issue and I only put out like 5, please make sure you look at the name, because the name is on the sign at the bottom. So I will figure out who took Kevin's sign. So if anybody's out there listening and you took a sign today and you have Kevin's sign, please let me know so I can, because I really don't want to have to deliver these all over Loudoun County. But we will take care of that. So any rate, any questions with the signs? I mean, again, it's been great, and I'm looking forward to, I'm glad to see them all over the county, and it's been fun to be able to do that, something new that we did this year. Okay, any questions for Vivek for fundraising? Okay, Pramila.
I don't have very much, just that we've seen an increase in the membership, of course. And I have 1,123 registered people on the PT board webpage, which, as Jody was just talking about, being registered and having an account on PT board is different than being a member. You have to pay to be a member. So we have 547 members, and acl.ptboard.com, that's our one-stop shop for communicating, for student directory, for signups, for announcements, for RSVP for events when we have them in person, for membership. Everything is through the PT board website. We also have our social media pages. I have about 697 Facebook members. That's a closed group. You have to answer questions to be part of the group. It's a pretty robust discussion place for everything, from what course should my child take to, when are we picking up the signs? So, all kinds of discussions happen there. It is moderated, and we have rules for the page. We have Twitter, which I just started this year, and 41 followers on Twitter. I have 115 on Instagram. So we're trying to cover all our bases here with the parents being on Facebook and some of the staff being on Twitter and the students being on Instagram. I also put out a newsletter every month, which sort of consolidates all of the announcements we have. And then we also send out information through PCHR and Connected through the office at the academies. So that's all I have for now.
Excellent. Thank you. It's definitely helps with our communication where we can try and hit everybody as best we can. So thank you, Pramila, for getting the word out and keeping people in the know. Any questions for Pramila? The student directory she was talking about was, it's really, and I have to look to see how many were on there. I know there are a number of 100 that you can opt in to put your student's name and information and what class they're in there. So it's not something where it's the entire student body. You have to opt in to do it. But it's a nice place to be able to get emails and phone numbers, or if you need information. So, all right, Tabby, show us the money, Tabby.
Hi, everyone. My screen. All right, so here goes the balance, starting balance in bank in May, which is $12,512. We have $285 in cash box. From membership with parents, students, and staffs, we have total 6,053. The total income, according to the, and I put entries in QuickBook, it shows 13,689 is the total income for this year. With the same page, we have expenses for fees, for strike fees, accounting fees, and then we have paid insurance, we have paid Virginia PTA dues. So with all these expenses, then comes teacher grant, and then student events. Altogether, and then we have Teacher Appreciation Week for both fall and spring too, and the holiday cards. So total expense, we have almost 12,647. So it's, let me know if you guys have any questions. Everything is in here.
Tappy, I think we might be, Pallavi's amount might be missing from that, I think, for teacher appreciation for spring.
It's not hit in the bank yet, so I did not add
it's okay, so it didn't hit the bank yet. Okay, so that was another 400 and some, I think, or so.
Yeah,
okay.
So it will be 700, almost in near about 800 something.
Right. And so, like I always say, it's best to, when you turn over a PTA, is to start with $5,000 for the next fiscal year. And so you'll see there line 52, like because we have whatever 12,000 in the bank, et cetera, something. So 5,000 of that will go towards the senior scholarship. We do have some money that still needs to be spent for the gift cards, which for Tarun's student challenge. Right. So there's still money that's coming out of it that we've been able to spend, and then there's some money still coming in. Like we don't have the rest of the money from how much we made off of the signs, and if people are still going to sign up for the PTA, the SAT,
the membership.
Yeah. So there's still some coming in, but we'll hopefully we will leave, I promise you, Lynn, the next board in a healthy bank account to be able to continue on and do what you need to do. So,
Tappy, this is Vivek. I have a question. So does this includes the latest money that we have already collected from SAT, or that is kept separate right now?
SAT, look, the account, and every Monday it hits the bank. So how much money we have until
this
10th
Monday.
of I have added them.
Okay, thank you.
I think you had 5,500. Did you have 5,500 in there?
Open up and sign it.
For the, there it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's another good money maker. That event has been worked very well for all of us. So
yeah.
Okay, any questions for Tappy and for our budget, and can to keep this straight? Okay, thank you, Tappy. And we'll be doing the audit, and we do have an audit committee, and they'll be doing the audit in July of 2021 after we finish the books, and then we'll be able to get all that straight, and then carries on to the next board. So any of you who are on the audit committee, thank you for your time to do that. So that can be tedious, but a lot of people like with the numbers and things, so it could be fun. All right, Ferry.
All right, last but not least, ending our last meeting at a high note. I am really happy to actually end it with a high note of announcing a wonderful, awesome news with Tarun, congratulating Tarun being recipient of Virginia PTA Senior Scholarship. Tarun, congratulations, well deserved. This scholarship is awarded based on demonstrated commitment, engagement, and volunteering and community service. So I cannot imagine anybody else. So well deserved. And I'm so glad that I'll be the one to announce that. So congratulations again, Tarun.
Thank you.
with that, that ends all of our PTA sponsored contests that we did throughout the year. And as we did recognition last meeting, we recognized all of our contest participant. I do want to remind our student participant that I have sent a third email to you guys regarding receiving Amazon gift cards. So the way it was, if you missed the last meeting, we mentioned that at the recognition ceremony, that all the students who participated at all the PTA sponsored contests like Reflection, Senior Citizenship Essay, Senior Scholarship, and also T-shirt, the T-shirt contest, they all received $25 Amazon gift card. We did send an email out asking you to let us know the email address that you would like those gift cards to be emailed to. If you haven't responded, please let me know. We hope that we receive that by tomorrow. We already have sent majority out. We're still waiting for a number of our students to let us know. So if you haven't responded back to me, please let me know what email address you would like your gift cards to be sent to. These gift cards will be electronically emailed to you. With that, that will conclude all of our contest. The next reflection theme is out. The theme for the 21-22 is I will change the world by. So here we go. For all of our students who are interested, this is the theme is out, and that gives you something more than what you guys already do in summer. I know you guys have a pretty busy schedule already lined up, but that would be a great to start off before the new year comes, the academic year. It would be missed if I don't thank our reflection chairs. I could have not done this, and this could have not gone without your support and your amazing leadership of that. Luisa, who chaired and then co-chair of the reflection, you guys did amazing. It was a pleasure to work with both of you, and amazing responses that we received. We doubled it within 2 years, our participant, and I'm hoping that it will continue, and I'm sure with under your leadership, then this will even flourish to be more. This is a great contest, and I hope that our students keep engaged and stay engaged. I also want to congratulate again all of the incoming board, and I want to also tell our outgoing board that it was truly a pleasure to work with each and every one of you guys. I will truly miss you guys. You guys were a great team. I know the award for this year was pivoting. We pivoted very nicely. We were able to do many things. Of course, we did it together. It takes a village. We worked together with this staff, with administration, but I have to say that Jory, you're amazing. Your leadership was amazing. It was truly an honor to work with you, learn from you, and really side by side with you. You're always there. So thank you for that. And with all the other team members, it was truly a pleasure to work with you guys. And as I end this, just want to make sure that you all know PT board is the one-stop shop. All the meeting minutes, all my beautiful writings are there. So please take a look. It is on, you're not going to have it, but I know Mr. T will do a much better, amazing job than I can do, but all of them are posted on PT board. They are folders that goes back all the way through 2019 as well. So if you have extra time, you always have all those meeting minutes and associated videos that we also put on a YouTube channel for you guys. So you guys could have a leisure of, if you don't want to read, you can watch the videos. So all these recordings will be posted there. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything else. I think we covered all. And that's it for me. Thank you again for giving me that opportunity to serve everyone on the board, and also to be able to support our community of teachers, students, and staff. Staff have been amazing, our teachers community. And again, Tarun, thank you for creating that engagement for our students. It was an amazing year, and we had a lot of engagement from our students. Thank you, guys.
Actually, Faria, I sent you a request for some guidance on how to do your job as well as you do.
I know you're going to do much better, but absolutely.
I sent you an email saying, give me a meeting, so I need to do as good as you do. You set a high mark.
No, thank you very much, Mr. T, but I would definitely get in touch with you, and we go through all the files, and definitely if any help, we would make sure, all of our team here, we make sure that you guys have a smooth transition and everything that you need. Even when we're not there, we are only one email or one phone call away. So you can always check back. We will not leave. I still have a student here in the school. So I have 2 now. So I definitely be around.
That's what I was going to say. I'm like, Fairy's got an incoming freshman. So, and her son's going to be a senior. So she'll be here. So
definitely. I'll be involved.
And Mr. T, I'm just down the hallway.
Yeah.
So
Thank
I'm
you.
just down the hallway. Come knock.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all of you that help, ready to help me.
Thank you.
And in my other hat of being the Hunt District PTA, person, for Louisa, who was still here, and Lynn, I have all the ribbons, and I will bring those to the Academies next week, and I will put them in the PTA in our mailbox, and then people can come get them. So.
Yay!
One thing I can drop off. So those will be available for the students to pick up. Okay, with that, is there any new business from anybody who wants to bring anything up? Okay, so upcoming events, the yard sale sign or the yard sign sale, that will be, the pickup again is starting now, and we'll continue to have those dates. They are not for sale anymore, so we can't have open up the store anymore. The practice SAT, ACT will be now until the 1st of June. And then our senior spotlight will be June 10th at 7 p.m. on Zoom, and we will send that out. And then our fiscal year for our board ends June 30th, and the new board will start on July 1st. But the nice thing is all the emails that we currently use will be the same emails they will use. So you can still get in touch with everybody. So at that, we are adjourned, and thank you, everybody. And it's been a great year. So
thank you, Jory.
See you again.
Thank you, Jory. Thank you. We'll miss you, Jory. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. Bye.